PrizePicks NBA plays today. Eastern Conference Finals Game 1, Boston versus Miami. I expect this to be a very, very fun series to watch. Just as a fan of the NBA overall, I think this is a very enticing series. I think personally this is the two best teams in the Eastern Conference. They have been kind of all season. I think they're the two most complete teams, and I do expect this to be a great series. We're gonna get one conference finals game per day, so one day Eastern, one day Western, so on and so forth. So it's gonna be kind of fun on PrizePicks. Today's Tuesday, however, on PrizePicks, so there are going to be some tacos. Which, if you don't know what tacos are, for instance, like they're gonna vote on it, and like for instance, right now Jason Tatum's 27.5 points is the line, but when there's a taco, his point line could drop down to like 22.5. So obviously you take the over there. So it's pretty much like a discounted play, discounted pick. Usually you want to take the over on depending on what the line is, but nonetheless, we're gonna get one of those today, Taco Tuesday. So again, if you haven't signed up for PrizePicks, super fun. There is a link in the description below to sign up for PrizePicks. They do match 100% of your first deposit if you do click that link in the description of this video. But we're going to do 4 plays today because there is a taco. I'm just going to want to give 4 plays that I really like in today's Boston versus Miami series. Some quick housekeeping notes before we get into it. Kyle Lowry is out for Game 1. He's officially out for Game 1, ruled out for Game 1 with hamstring injury. He didn't play those last 3 games of the previous series, so he's out Game 1, just so you guys know that. Marcus Smart is questionable with a midfoot sprain. He took a pretty bad fall, got banged up. He has a midfoot sprain, and it's pretty tender and sore right now. He's going to have round-the-clock treatment, and right now he's listed as questionable. So again, at the time of this video, he's still questionable, not confirmed or not confirmed out either. So make sure you guys keep that in mind when you're making your plays, that Marcus Smart is questionable. And then also Robert Williams is going to be playing today. And it says here, the coach, Ime Udoka, says Robert Williams will be available for the Heat series with no restrictions. So keep that in mind. Robert Williams back, Marcus Smart questionable, Kyle Lowry is out. But again, we're going to do 5 plays. Again, I'm not a gambling expert. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just the plays that I'm looking at making. So yeah, let's get right into it. The first one that I like is an obvious over here, and one that I think his line is pretty generous to me, Jimmy Butler over 36.5 PRA. Now I like PRA as opposed to rebounds or just assists or rebounds or points. I like his PRA a lot because he's smashed this every game. His last 5 games, he's averaging 43 points, rebounds, and assists, and he's smashed this. You can see here all his last 5 games, almost the entire series against Philadelphia. He smashed this over. He's been playing extremely well at an extremely high level. I think he wants this championship pretty bad. Miami playing at home, back in Miami. I expect the crowd to be crazy. I expect Jimmy Butler to be aggressive early. And I just think 36.5 point line for his PRA is very, very low. It's the lowest I've kind of seen it so far in these last couple of games. Although these game ones in these series, you kind of don't know how these teams are going to set up defensively against certain players and things like that. So, as these series move on and these series progress, it makes it a little bit easier to make these types of plays. But I really, really like Jimmy Butler here over 36.5 PRA. I think it's an obvious play. The next one, we're going to go over here to 3-pointers made. And I'm going to take Gabe Vincent, and I'm going to take his under here, 1.5. So he has to make 2 3-pointers. I take the under. He has not hit more than 2 3-pointers. He's over his last 5. He's hit 0 3-pointers in these 2 games, 1 and 1. He has yet to hit 2 3-pointers in the last series. And just overall, he's taking 4, 3, 4, 0 3-pointers, 4, 7 3-pointers here. But yeah, he's not shooting a ton of threes. Obviously, he is playing for Kyle Lowry and is going to get some minutes here, but I think he's not the primary 3-point shooter that's looking to get shots. They're obviously looking to get Max Strus, Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson open. I just think the line here, 1.5 for someone who hasn't hit this at all in the last series. I like his under here. Gabe Vincent, 1.5 3-pointers made. Next one I like, we're going to come up here to rebounds, and I'm going to take Grant Williams. I'm going to take his over 3.5. Now, like I said, Robert Williams back playing in this game with no restrictions, so I believe Grant Williams will move to the bench. But, he's hit over 3.5, 4 of his last 5. He hit 4.6 over his last 5. You can see here, 6, 5, 4, and 6. All he needs is 4 tonight to hit this over. But he's playing with a ton of confidence considering how he played last game. 27, 6, 2 in 39 minutes, 10 for 22 shots. I think he still plays. I mean, even with Robert Williams back, Grant Williams is going to play a ton of minutes. And also, if Marcus Smart is questionable and if out, I really, really like Grant Williams over 3.5 rebounds even more. So, again, also, you should mention that Miami Heat kind of play small. I mean, Bam Adebayo's about 6'10", 6'11", but then after him, Jimmy Butler and PJ Tucker are the two other kind of front court guys that play a ton of minutes. So Grant Williams, I think, is going to play a ton of defense on those two guys. Very similar build to PJ Tucker. So I like him to play a ton of minutes tonight. I think 3.5 is a generous line for his rebounds, and I'm taking the over there. And then the last play with the Celtics is going to be fantasy score, and we're going to come here to Al Horford. I'm going to take the over on this. I've been smashing Al Horford's over. He has not been playing well, actually, those last two games. He only had 6 points, 2 points in this game, 6, and then 8 points, right? Because he was going crazy at the beginning of that series, first 4 games. And then he fell off, but the peripheral stats have been strong, right? 4 blocks here, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. And, he's hit this over on his fantasy score. It's exactly a push here, 30 flat, a push. In that game 7 against Milwaukee, but he's hit the over 30 fantasy score in all these games. He's going to play a ton of minutes in this series. He's absolutely crucial for the Celtics and what they do offensively and, more importantly, defensively. He's averaging blocks, he's getting steals, he's making assists. I like his 30 fantasy score over, but I also, the Al Horford assists being 3 as well is intriguing, considering he's had average of the last 5, 4.6. He's hit over, and then 2 pushes. So this could also be a play as well. I think either this one, fantasy score, or you could run with Al Horford assists as well, over. So either one you feel more comfortable in. I think both of them are very strong plays. So either Al Horford assist 30 fantasy score over that, or Al Horford assist 3, or Al Horford fantasy score over. So those are the 4 plays today. I normally give 5, but because there is a taco today, I expect most of you guys to utilize that taco if you haven't already on PrizePicks. Again, link in the description below to sign up. So again, please drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, and as always, you guys have a great day.